Welcome to I Couldn't Help But Wonder, Divorce Decoded, where we untangle the legal, emotional, and financial threads of modern divorce one story at a time. I'm Lorraine Silverman, and today we're talking about custody, the calendar, the chaos, and the conflict. Because when two parents part ways, the hardest part isn't always dividing the house, it's dividing the holidays. Episode 4. Custody in Couture. Who gets the kids and the calendar? There's a certain rhythm to parenthood. Ballet recitals, dentist appointments, Wednesday night spaghetti. But in divorce, that rhythm turns into a spreadsheet. I couldn't help but wonder, when two people split and kids are caught in the middle, who gets the calendar? And who gets the chaos? In a world of co-parenting and custody battles, how do we protect the little black book of childhood memories? The story. The executive and the entrepreneur. Nina and Jordan were opposites on paper. She was a corporate executive with a 5-year plan. He was a tattooed food truck owner with a heart of gold. They met over tacos and fell hard. 2 kids and 1 Albany State Street brownstone later, the dream was real until it wasn't. Now, as they untangle their lives, the biggest question isn't about assets, it's about access. Nina wants a structured week-on, week-off schedule. Jordan wants flexibility and Friday nights. Somewhere between the PTA meetings and FaceTime calls, their kids are waiting for an answer. Legal breakdown. How custody works in New York. In New York, custody isn't about who deserved the kids. It's about what's in the children's best interests. There are 2 types of custody. Legal custody, the right to make major decisions, education, healthcare, religion, and physical custody, or parenting time, where the child resides primarily, and with whom they spend time and how often. In New York State, there's no presumption of joint legal custody or physical custody. The courts are guided by the best interest factors. Physical custody can be shared, or it can be granted primarily to one parent, with parenting time scheduled for the other. Judges consider factors such as each parent's caregiving history, work schedules and flexibility, the stability of each home, proximity to school and community ties and extracurricular activities, the child's relationship with each parent, and sometimes, especially with older children, the child's wishes, history of abuse or neglect, untreated mental health issues, untreated alcohol or substance abuse issues, the parent's willingness to foster and facilitate a relationship with the other parent. And in New York, the only factor that the court is required to consider is domestic violence, and the court must give that factor, when proven, weighty consideration. The goal is not to award custody like a trophy. It's to create a plan that protects the child's emotional, physical, and developmental well-being. The takeaway? Custody is not about winning, it's about parenting. You're not negotiating for a handbag or a vacation home. You're building a framework for your child's life. If you're entering a custody conversation, bring your calmest self, your clearest goals, and your child's needs front and center, not what hurts your ex. Because no matter what the court order says, your child will always remember how you handled this. Thanks for joining me on I Couldn't Help But Wonder, Divorce Decoded. Next week, we're shifting back to finances and asking the tough question, what happens when one spouse is hiding money? Until then, hold your children close, your boundaries steady, and your court filings closer. And if you're navigating a custody battle or planning your next step, visit thecdslawfirm.com for resources or to schedule a confidential consultation.